All right. This is Andrew and Bree.
Hey.
This is our podcast. This is actually the first time we're doing this. However, this is going to be one of many that you're going to see of us. The name of our podcast is an acronym that we've coined called ADORE. It's called Adding a Dose of Reality in Everything. And a lot of things that we do in life, a lot of things that we go through, it's not all about just, faith and, love and, we're married, obviously, but, it's not about just the, good things that people don't want to talk about. You have to add a dose of reality in everything that you do. Just like with cooking, you have to add certain ingredients to certain things.
What you know about cooking?
Yeah, just a little. I learned from you. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to do that. You got to add, just a dose of reality and everything. So that way, whatever it is your life is supposed to look like, it can be complete. It's not going to be lacking anything, or, it's not going to be, taken away from anything. When you add a dose, out of balance. When you add a dose of reality to everything you do. So with that being said, we have a family of, we're a total family of 6, but we have 4 kids. We've been married 13 years now. Just celebrated our anniversary.
I'm tired.
Last month.
Tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Not really.
Oh,
you're good.
Yes, correct your answer, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
4 kids from 13 to 8 months. I mean, no, wait. How old is child?
Almost 9 months.
Listen, when you get their names and ages all confused and scrambled, from 11 to 9 months.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And we're 34 and 35.
Eddie.
So.
That's too much.
No.
Too much.
We wanna definitely let our audience know that we're in that age bracket with them. So we feeling the stress they feeling. We feeling the pains they feeling.
Speak for yourself.
But at the same time, we don't have to look like what we've been through or what we're going through. So, that's just something right there. I just feel that it'd be good for them to know. But
tell them your age, not mine. Eddie.
You're right. But anyway, so that's who we are, As far as with the trending topics, I see a lot of debates as far as with our actual political debate that's going on, and we're not here to try to sway anybody. We're not here to try to, petition anybody to vote for this one or not vote for that one, or to go with this party, not go with that party.
Well, the voting's already done.
Yeah. So that's all.
But we're not condemning you for who you voted for or why you voted for them. Or I don't. I remember a time, babe, I don't know if you remember, but I remember a time when people didn't discuss that. Like, it was.
Yeah.
And I don't even just mean separation between church and state, but I mean, it wasn't your business.
Exactly. Not at all. It was a matter.
It wasn't your business who I'm voting for.
No.
It ain't your business who I'm talking to. It's not your business. If I choose to share with a person, that's cool. But now it's kind of like, not only do you want to make it everybody's business, but you want to kind of force your beliefs on somebody. So look, I was talking to my husband, and I kind of see it like this. Y'all know, like, y'all ever had a friend that sell Avon? Shout out to the Avon and Mary Kay folks. I'm no shade. But the first time they hit you up like, hey, you want to try? I sell Avon. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And you hear out their little spiel, and you're like, okay, yada, yada, yada. But when you don't come to the Avon party, they still are consistent. And then what was just a regular friendship where y'all could talk about anything, you get nervous. Like, I don't even know if I want to answer the phone, because you probably finna ask me to buy some Avon again. Like, I don't need you to browbeat me with the lipstick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the skin so soft. I don't need that. Like, yes, you think these products are great, and they may very well be. However, if I'm not interested, don't keep knocking on my door, Miss Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
If I'm not interested, or if I don't show interest, for real, you being extra persistent will turn me off from you altogether. So then I'm gonna stop taking phone calls altogether, And I know my aunties and them used to say, you draw more bees with honey, you know what I'm saying? Or draw more flies with honey, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're not going to get me by that. If anything, you would get me to come to your Avon party because we homies. We got relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it wouldn't feel like...
Yeah, it wouldn't feel like pressure, peer pressure. Yeah.
Yes, like you're trying to use the fact that you know me to get me to do something.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to pressure me into doing what you think is best for you and your family. And it may well be the best thing for you and your family, the best products for you and your family.
Right.
But that don't necessarily mean that it's the best for me and mine.
Yeah.
And God entrusted me with this family.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Definitely.
didn't give these chitlins to somebody else. He gave them to us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make what we think are the best informed, with as much information as we have or don't have, these decisions for ourselves. Sorry, I'm looking away because the children.
Yeah, so that's the kind of climate that we're living in now, where everybody is browbeating everyone to, vote a certain party or vote, a certain, person, our main concern is the character. Can you still disagree with a person with their voting and still be in a relationship with that person? We still see a lot of things on Facebook and social media, and I've been seeing it, back and forth all this year, since January 1 up until now, because Christians that I've noticed, we're Christians, we're, believers in the faith, but that's something that we're not going to try to, push on anyone. We respect anybody's belief. Whatever, your belief is, wherever you stand, we respect it. We're not here to sway anyone, but this is just part of our faith. This is what we believe in.
And we will share our faith with you. But if you respectfully decline, and we're not trying to be like, here's the Bible. Here's the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Like traditional church.
This ain't clickbait, And I know that we post stuff all the time. Him more actual scriptures and scripture based like that, stuff like that. Me more inspirational type stuff. But we're not, if it don't apply to you and you're not really interested in getting to know about our faith, then keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be on every status you got. Yeah. Like,
trying to convince you.
Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my place. One plant, one water, God get an increase. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta know how to play your position. What lane you in? Yeah. What lane has been designated for you?
Yeah, exactly. So even with that, with the character, I've been noticing a lot of Christians, they just don't, they haven't been displaying godly character lately. They haven't been displaying, just godly integrity as far as with, showing kindness and showing love towards people that's not voting for the person that they're voting for, and it's really been like a mockery. if I was God, I'd just be like, man, I can't believe that y'all represent me right now, because a lot of y'all just going all in, for human flesh, and so, yeah, you can't really depend on a man. You can't depend on whoever that man is or that woman is. You can't depend on another human being, who bleeds the same way you bleed, who goes through the same things you go through, to miraculously change and make, your life, kind of almost like a fairy tale, I grew up watching fairy tales, I grew up watching, make believe, Peter Pan and this and that, and, in a perfect world, we probably wouldn't need to have these, debates, and, we probably wouldn't need to have to, nominate someone to be put in office, if we were in a perfect world. If we were in a perfect world, it'd kind of be like a free-for-all where everyone would just be, on their own, and, things would just be perfect and magnificent. But, unfortunately, it's not like that. You
remember the Old Testament? Like, the people asked for a king. Yeah. Prior to them asking for the king, asking God for a king, like, we want a person. We want to be able to communicate. No. Prior to that, it was the folks and God. You know what I'm saying? Like, God would move. Yeah. God would move. God would say, you know what I mean? Like, they asked for a liaison. Right. Yeah. And all the liaisons they got were not perfect. No. Moses had anger issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, David was like a male whore. She gave concubines, wives.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had issues.
Flings on rooftops. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it don't matter what person is in office, they
Yeah.
will have character flaws.
Oh yeah.
And looking past those character flaws is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also something we've learned, and God has dealt with us, and you see it in the church arena, in regular reality, in pop culture, in the world, period. The higher somebody gets elevated without character, the harder they'll fall.
Yeah.
And the quicker they'll fall. Like,
Yeah.
period, point blank. Like, talent and gifts and anointing can get you there, but integrity and character will keep you there. You know what I mean? And if you can't have one without the other, you know what I'm saying? I'd much rather have oil
Go hand in hand.
than to have a gift with no oil.
Yeah.
The oil comes with grace.
Yeah, it does. Just like you said, you know, there's times where people are going to make mistakes, you know, and even in our legislative world, you know, we don't live in a perfect world. You know, we have, you know, issues, character flaws, you know, with the law, you know, just with things with, you know, laws being passed, you know. They say, for instance, you know, you'll see a commercial that says, you know, if you're trying to get rid of smoking and quit smoking, you know, go ahead and put this patch on your arm and go ahead and call this number, you know, and they'll help you. But at the same time, you know, following that commercial, 30 minutes later, you'll see another commercial that's advertising a pack of Cools, you know, and, you know, they have people smoking at the beach, you know, just advertising, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, our laws are flawed, you know, and hypocritical in every sense. And, you know, these are laws that were made by man. So for us to be pushing, you know, putting our faith, you know, so to speak, you know, our complete trust in a man, you know, we're already putting ourselves at a disadvantage.
Freedom of choice.
Yeah.
And freedom of speech. So the brainwashing and such can be as however they choose.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, you just got to understand what you're getting yourself into, you know. It's not worth losing relationship over. You know, I've seen, just like I said, Christians, they have these debates, or people in general, you know, they have these debates on social media, on Facebook, you know, and they're saying, yeah, you know, Democrat is the way to go, Republican is the way to go, you know. And in the midst of it, you know, is it really worth it when you lose relationship with people that you've known for so long and that you've been through things, you know, for so long with, you know, is it really worth it, you know, trying to prove a point?
And you can believe that Democrat is the way to go. You can believe that Republican is the way to go. You can want to vote for Kanye.
Right.
But you don't gotta.
Excuse me.
Y'all get paid to convince people.
That's the thing. You know, and I saw somebody post a funny thing on Facebook. They said, you know, Facebook is a lot like Monopoly. You know, it's make-believe. You know, it's not real. You know, you can get famous. You could be well-known on Facebook. You could be, you know, just, you know, whatever, you know, this person, this persona. But it's just like Monopoly. It's not real, because at the end of the day, you're not getting paid for popularity on social media. You know, you're not getting paid to convey your opinion. You're not getting paid to convey, you know, your beliefs or nothing like that. I don't get paid posting scriptures on social media like I do, but I do it anyway because I know it encourages people. It encouraged me, you know. And so, you know, those are the things you got to consider. If you're not going to get paid for the good stuff, you know, you're definitely not going to get paid for the negativity that you spew out on social media, whether it be Instagram, social media, Twitter, you know, Snapchat, whatever, you know, we got TikTok, you know, just all these other things, you know. So
here's the flip side of that. Just like you post your scriptures, people have the right to post whatever they see fit.
Yeah,
however often you want to. You have that right, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Until Facebook put you in Facebook jail, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
didn't posted something that somebody didn't reported you or however. You have that right.
Oh,
Our question is the motive behind the right. All things are lawful, but that does not mean that they are expedient. You know what I'm saying? So, as you post, what does it speak about me? What does it speak about the people who I represent? What does it speak about, you know, just what am I putting out there? And
Yeah.
if you're okay with what you're putting out there, then by all means, this ain't for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ever have a little bit of doubt, like, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I have several times typed out a 4-paragraph response to something, and Holy Spirit be like,
Oh yeah, delete.
delete,
Yep.
delete, delete it.
Yep.
And I mean, but that was good.
Oh yeah.
It was right. But that,
Yep.
you just lost 2 character points.
Yeah, and that's another thing, character, because things when we post or we say certain things, how many times does it deplenish our character? How many times does it cause people to question our character? Not that we're all perfect, but at the same time, when we say certain things or we post certain things, it really puts our character in question depending on who reads it.
Yeah.
Whether it's religious or whether it's political or whether it's, any form of philosophy,
Let
it
me tell
shows
you.
people what they believe.
I
or
question
think.
his character all the time when he tell me that Bobby Brown was dope. Like,
That's because
you
he
ain't
was.
got good ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yes, the things that people post and say, yes, make you question and look at them sideways. Like, you say who, what, when?
It's okay.
You say New Edition is better than what?
Oh yeah, the boys.
Don't you New Edition fans don't try to come for me.
Hey, they the boys.
Don't listen.
Hey, shout out to Bobby Brown. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, good entertainer. Oh yes, indeed. Yes. So, but I mean, when it's all said and done, just have some kind of character behind what you believe. Have the character. Have the integrity to say, you know what, it ain't worth us falling out over. It ain't worth us, being at odds over. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, whether you're a Christian or Muslim. I mean, in all honesty, I've ran across when I was in my technical degree, I ran across different people who had different beliefs and different faiths, Muslim, Catholicism, Christianity, I mean, so and I'm gonna be honest, I've talked to a guy who's a Muslim, and man, I'm telling you, when I talked to that guy, it was the most informative conversation I've ever had on top of him being a Muslim, me being a Christian, it was one of the most informative conversations that I've had in years, more than some Christians, because me and him, we were actually talking, communicating, we see each other every day, and he was like, yeah, man, we got to go to a restaurant, we got to chop it up some more, you know what I'm saying, because, yeah, you cool and everything, and, just what you believe and this and that, and so we had to, I mean, it was a matter of, we agree to disagree. I'm not trying to sway him. He wasn't trying to persuade me to join Islam.
You agree to disagree?
Yeah, some people don't do now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people, something that we don't do too often.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And you were strong enough in your own faith to not be swayed?
yeah, I guess I was apparently.
Oh. Because everybody's not just a master manipulator. Sometimes you might just be weak.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And to be honest, I wasn't, we grow from glory to glory, from faith to faith. So to be honest, looking back at that time, like if I compare my strength now to then, like I think I could have been persuaded, maybe, but at the same time, I think I built enough foundation in my Christian faith and my walk to where I just knew what I knew and I stood on it,
Not death nor life
Right.
can separate
Right. And so, I just stood on it.
my Kool-Aid from my sugar.
Right. Make sure it's grape Kool-Aid.
Pink lemonade.
Yeah. But I felt he was interesting, his conversation was interesting,
Mm-hmm.
I gravitate towards wisdom, that's one thing about me. Anything that's revolving around wisdom, I gravitate towards it. Whether it's, you believe in Islam, you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, whoever, if you got wisdom, that's the principal thing. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm after.
You don't want to hang with stupid people?
See, I can tolerate ignorance, but I can tolerate stupidity. Stupidity is a choice, It's a choice. Stupidity is a choice. I'm sorry.
No.
Ignorance, you're just not informed. I'm ignorant when it comes down to golf, in hockey.
I want to stay ignorant.
You know, I mean, I'm willing to learn, but you know, but yeah, stupidity, no, that's something you could change. So
this was just a little bit, you know, we just wanted to chop it up a little bit. This was our opinion on some of the matters that are happening today.
yeah,
Now, if you might have an opinion on what we said, and that's cool, and that's yours.
yeah, inboxes, you know, feel free. I mean, we're very, you know, approachable, transparent, you know,
But
just
don't be ignorant though.
yeah, you know, just have enough decency, you know, to protect your own character, you know.
Yeah, because we will be protecting ours. Also, any topics you guys want to discuss, or you want to hear our take on it, because this is, you know, our take on our faith and our beliefs and our family and the way we see pop culture, the way we see the world, the way we view it through the lens that God gave us. Everybody ain't got the same lens. Everybody, you know,
Not at
our
all.
perspective is a little bit different. We're a young black couple
Yeah,
who happen to be Christian, happen to do the stay-at-home mom thing. We just got a little bit of a different dynamic, and that's cool. And we know our lane. You know, we cool with that.
oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
hit us
Very
up.
much so.
Topics to discuss, things you want to hear about.
yep.
Holla. It's been real.
All right, be blessed.